guess what happened? I did an oopsie. And that oopsie was electricity go boom on the outlet outside. And you know what that boom did? So yeah, basically, the wires in the wall were not properly attached to one another. They were attached like this together, like that, instead of like that. And electricity that went boom back into the outlet broke those wires. And 5 other wires were actually really fucked up because of their age. Not for me. So yeah, it had to be replaced, and because of that, the radiator had to come off. So that could be, well, not really replaced, had to be fixed. So right here we have our radiator. As you can see, that's a radiator, standard radiator. What I never knew was, this stands on its own. How is that even possible? And why is it peeling here? Oh wait, that's just the wall. Cool. But yeah, it just attaches right here? Like, what? Also, this carpet was in my fucking closet. How is it down here now? But, whatever. This is the front side. The other side, as you might have guessed, attaches to that boing, and also to that little boing. You know why that little metal screw that's sticking out of the wall is important? Well, here's the reason. The person that first put this radiator in the wall actually penetrated that important cable with that. And it's been like that for 15 or more years. So me doing that oopsie was actually a good thing. That's what my dad said anyway. 15 years. And there was no fires. It's a fucking miracle. Luckily, here are all the things that stopped working when that happened. So basically, both of these outlets didn't work. Well, kind of did. The microwave would every now and then turn on while plugged into there, like, beep, and then die. This didn't work, and as you can see, a lot of stuff is missing. Why? Well, we transferred everything downstairs, and everything that's left, everything that went downstairs, most of it was brought back up, but a lot went in the trash because there was mold. And also, my mom, since this fridge was empty, same for here, she cleaned all of it, and it looks amazing. Wow. That was some crazy suction. The pressure difference. Okay. Look at this. That's cool. But yeah, replacement. There was one here that looks like this, and it was held on by cardboard, so basically all of that needed to be replaced. And it's quite a pretty penny for all that plastic. $50, including shipping. Altogether, not every piece, but all of that is $50 plus shipping, so at least shipping is included, so if it wasn't, that would have been way worse. But yeah, that's my saga of how. Let me show you. Let's go outside, huh? That's how this little moped, they got the power bar was plugged into here, and the little power plug was plugged into the power bar, and then I plugged that into the moped, and I heard a loud click, so I unplugged it from the wall. I went over to the circuit breaker, and guess what? It was shut off. I was like, oh, okay, I already unplugged that. I'm just gonna flip the circuit breaker back on. Oh, I hear buzzing in the circuit breaker, like, under the circuit breaker. That's not good. Not good at all. The microwave was beeping when, as I mentioned before. So yeah, the wire shorted out completely. That's way better than the circuit breaker shorting out completely. So, in conclusion, I did a massive oopsie, but turns out it wasn't that bad because it wasn't the circuit breaker that went. It was the poorly managed cable that was damaged all this time by this bastard that you can touch safely now. Also, this is paint. Does it look nice? No, not really. It's covered though. And the radiator will go over this anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So, in conclusion, this video went from, look, the radiator on the floor, to, why is the radiator on the floor? Thank you for watching.